teacher here. Okay, so you should have already read or listened to the story Beautiful Oops by Barney Salzberg. And now you're ready to create your art. So the first thing you're going to need is your sketchbook. So open your sketchbook either to the very same page that you practiced lines up at the top, or if you need to, you can use the back of the page or the next page. It's up to you. Okay, so you're going to title today's work Ideas for Mistakes, okay? And then you're going to just draw some different ideas you have of how you could fix a mistake. So here I've got my examples. The first thing that I drew in my sketchbook is spilled paint. So what could you do with spilled paint? So I drew my example here in my sketchbook. The second example I have is what could you do with torn paper? And I drew it in my sketchbook. My third example is what could I do with a hole? Okay, and here's my example in my sketchbook. My next example is what could I do with folded paper? And I put my example here. What could I do with smudged paper? Paper that had, like maybe you had paint on your hand and you accidentally put it on your paper. And the last one is what could I do with wadded paper? And here's an example here, and this is in my sketchbook. So now I'm ready to just brainstorm. This isn't like your final art piece. This is just to get ideas. So, for instance, when I see the wadded paper, it kind of reminds me of a boat. So maybe I could turn it into some kind of a boat. It doesn't have to be a fancy drawing. This is just to think about what you could do. For the folded paper, maybe it could be a face with a mouth. Right? And let's see, maybe a cheek. Some hair. You're just having fun. You're not worried about what it looks like. For my hole, maybe it could be paint from a paintbrush. Okay, so just think of some different ideas here, and then you're ready to make your oops